So, wait, I think I have to turn this down.
Storm, I can do another reading if you need to know a little more.
Cha-cha-chang.
No, I think I know.
Yeah?
Yeah, I
Good.
think I know.
Perfect. Do you want to share? Or
Were
do
you
want to
able
keep it
to
yourself?
open it? Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'll sit over here.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I was quite impressed. I was quite impressed. I was like, all right, here's the corkscrew. And he's like, bam! He got applause and everything.
Bam.
I told you I'm the wine
Wine?
guy.
Do you whine a lot?
I'm the monster.
Yeah, you know what I
Alright,
need is a
so
freaking
if you
stick.
type in your name so I could ask
Yeah,
for
didn't you
accurately
have that
your
thing?
reading.
Well, yeah, but that I don't have a mount for a phone.
Are we doing questions?
can't find one on the
from people
internet?
that are gonna write in?
Probably could.
Oh,
Probably could.
I'm just.
But we'll just do it this way for now.
Okay, pronounce it for me so I can hear it.
Ian Rutger.
Rutger. Okay.
Another
All right. And
tarot
what is your
reading.
question?
When am I gonna find my soulmate?
When?
Ooh.
Okay. Okay.
That's a deep question.
Yeah, wow.
We're getting deep here.
Deep questions with
Spirits, the
Ian.
universe.
Really getting to know
Ian Rutger wants to know when he will find
His soulmate.
your soulmate. All right. So this is probably going to be like a situation that pops up. Okay, just so you know. And I can do a more in-depth reading. All right, that's where it's at. All right,
Ooh.
Page of Wands.
Page of.
What does that mean?
Oh, we're going to Google it.
Huh?
Does it make sense yet?
What would we do without
Across Canada. Hello.
Explore potential free agent, no ties, messenger, or message arriving swiftly. So what I'm reading from this is you will essentially have independence, you will have autonomy, and that is when you will find the person. So when you stop looking, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Wow.
That's so perfect.
That is how I read that card. Cool.
Thank you.
You're next.
Oh, me? Oh,
She's
my.
on top of it.
Yang just had a live event, says across Canada. Hey, so I just started a live stream. If you guys tweet it out, more
Okay.
people might.
Where is it? Is it on your Twitter?
Excuse me.
Titter.
No, go to
Titter.
go to YouTube and go to Yang Gang Street Team, and that's the live
What's
stream on
Titter?
Did you see?
I know.
Did you see? I
There
tweeted
should
about
be a
you.
titter.
Did you see my tweet?
that.
About
Yeah.
I shared your channel, a video from your channel.
When was this?
It was after you responded to me, like you maxed out, and I was like, oh damn. But I
Oh, right,
responded,
that.
and I was like,
Street team.
dude, of course you did. And then I was like, this guy, I basically like.
Here you are.
Gave me a shout out.
I don't
And
know.
I was
Ah.
like, check this dude's YouTube channel out.
All right, dope.
Yang
I totally
Street
missed
Team, that's
that.
where to go.
Yes, Yang Gang Street Team is where it's at. Yeah, I think I haven't put enough just attention on packaging that whole thing up and make it really viral because I think it can,
Yeah,
right? Because
I think. Okay, she has 50,000
What
followers.
are you streaming on Twitter or what are you streaming
Where
on?
YouTube.
are they?
50,000.
so this is on yanggangstreetteam.com, well, not .com, the YouTube channel.
Okay.
AOC's got more.
She's
What is
almost
it?
got as many as AOC.
Yang Gang.
Yang Gang Street
You
Team.
got more followers than AOC?
No,
Whoa.
I don't. I wish.
So-
Well,
I love
Hey, we can watch ourselves.
Yeah,
Wow,
I
this
know.
is crazy.
We have laptop while looking at the TV while on her phone, and so it was like
Okay.
we
here
had
we
music
are.
going and the puppets were involved. Okay.
yeah, it was everything. It was everything you could
Marshmallows
imagine.
involved, I should say. We
It's
didn't- we didn't have the
virtual
dog yet.
reality.
No, yeah, and then it was like we were
Nightmare
dancing, and then
paradise.
It was this lag, right? And so like as one person disappears, something else is happening, but it's still
Like-
the same scene. It was fucking trippy.
Thing.
I think that was my
For a
favorite
second.
thing.
Hi, babe, I'm here.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't. How am I? How can I?
I can chat in this. Too.
Okay.
What?
So right here, when you do this and you go
Oh,
share,
got
and
it.
then
Okay,
there,
you
right?
Thank you.
I didn't know how to do it either. I just learned. If you could type in your first and last name, and then I could get a more accurate reading for you.
My
Oh.
goodness, this is really pressure stuff.
I know, right?
Precious.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's
Storm.
pronounced Anna, right?
Storm Stewart says, I'm the dude with the math beanie.
And what
Here we
is
go.
it?
Live chat. Here we
That's
go.
my question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anna
I got a
Perez.
tweet.
Will Trump win the elections?
Yes and no questions are a little harder to read.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that's a good question.
No.
How will Yang do in the upcoming election?
We already know.
No,
We
but
don't need the cards for
the
this.
tarot card.
I'm down to read it.
You could ask that question.
Is that the question I
I
would
think you
want
gotta
to
commit
ask?
to the question, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go next.
Okay.
Will I be working in DC? Is that?
It's more yes and no.
What am I doing? He was like, would I find my soulmate?
How will he? No.
It's an
right?
open-ended. It has to be like.
When-
who
yeah.
will-
Yes.
Wait. What's the when? Did I say when or how?
When? Well, still when is like it's open ended, right?
Yeah, no, I did say
Yeah.
when.
Yeah.
And that kind of the answer was kind of how.
It-
It answered how, but it's, yeah.
that's how I translated it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can still do yes and no. If it's not a good card, generally it's a no. You know.
Oh, I got one. Oh no, after her.
Yeah.
I got one. I almost forgot it.
I'm just so confused right now. I don't
Okay.
know what to ask.
Well, let's just ask
Dude,
the.
what do you want
Do
in
you have
life?
any
Think about what you want in
suggestions?
life.
We could do yes or no's.
No, they're harder to
Yeah.
translate.
You don't want to do that?
I
Think about-
can.
I think
Okay,
you
okay,
could
okay, I
ask
got
a
it, I got it.
Question about DC.
Let's do
you could
yes
ask
and
something
no's.
about like what does my like,
How will I know?
near-
Does my future, what does my near future hold?
There you go. That's a general question.
Okay,
That's
got
good.
it. There you go. Where does my
You
near
could also
future
relate
hold?
it. Do you want to relate it to the job offer from today?
That is not too open. You can that can be
Oh,
Well, that kind
answered.
of has already.
There's
like,
all right.
Isn't that like a really
Every
open-ended
time.
question that
It's good
could
to
be
have general questions.
like open? Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I can do a separate reading to get more details if so.
Oh, gotcha. That's
Okay. But we said a lot of stuff after you asked it, so one more time.
Yeah, you gotta, we
What
gotta.
does my future?
What does
near
your
future
new-
hold?
All right,
I'm going
spirits,
with-
universe, voices in the sky.
I'm going with
And
storms.
Perez
I'm
wants to
gonna
know.
go with storms.
I'm so confused.
The spirits are
Go
waiting.
ahead.
And Perez wants to know about her near future.
Yes.
All right.
Doom, doom,
Judgment.
doom.
All right.
Ooh.
Hey, can you tag me?
Judged.
Can you tag me in the tweet you put out?
Oh,
Yeah.
I just put it.
Rebirth,
You could
calling,
tag me in
forgiveness. So your near future is going to have some kind of new life to it. Something that is maybe been calling out to you,
I
or
love
something, or maybe forgiveness will be.
Rebirth, forgiveness. It's a new start.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. So that is your near
Very
future.
cool.
That's so.
I
For
love that.
for forgiveness, so could it mean like that there's people you have to forgive? in
Yeah,
your
to
life?
move on in life.
It is what, like, I
Uh-huh.
can give a interpretation. It has to connect and resonate with you. I mean, these are all about,
Okay, I see what you're saying.
they're kind of like a guiding question, you know, like,
Uh-huh.
it helps you, the psychology behind it is you just start thinking about things in your life, right?
Yeah.
And then, like, you can,
Yeah.
yeah, and maybe it's things that you haven't thought about.
Because you give the ring, then she could think something different than like what I
Yeah.
was thinking. So then
Yeah.
it's down to the individual at that point.
Exactly. And if you're thinking about the question, you already start developing these feelings about, you know, like, what do you actually want? And you start
Mhm.
like, oh man, then you hear something, you're like, oh man, you're right, you know, or maybe like, no, maybe you're like so resistant to it. And then, so I mean, I love the psychology behind the cards, but it's really I've had some really creepy, like, spot on reads before, even with 10 cards. I was like, whoo! So,
I like that. That's how I saw it. I saw it as you have to forgive something to
Yeah.
start anew.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right,
That makes
Levin, it's your turn. What do you want to ask
It's-
the cards?
It's very confronting to ask the question that actually matters. Because I could ask many other things like, oh, is Yang gonna win? That's not even like okay. Like
I
I wanna-
That's a good question. No, ask it. Do it.
You gotta do
No,
it
no,
open-ended,
I won't
like
do it.
how will he fare in the upcoming election? Because there's a lot
I
of
like
like
that.
Or could you do like
Storm.
what can we or what can you do to
Storm's got
help
the good
Yang win?
advice.
I like that one.
questions.
that one's good too.
What can you do? What can we do to help Yang win?
Yeah, that's a
Versus
good
just is
question.
Trump or Yang gonna win or like?
Right.
Or
I like that
what
too.
to look
That's,
out for,
Right.
or like what do you need to, like, I've started like daily readings, and like I'll go into the day like, okay, what do I need to look for, or like look out for today, or like what do I need
Right.
to be consciously aware of today. I pulled a card the other day and it didn't happen. I was like, ha, bitch, like it was not a good card, right? I was like, ha, shows you. It happened the next day. I'm like, motherfucker. But it was upside down, which is actually a delayed. It can be read as a delay, and I like turn the cards upright anyway, and then I'll interpret it as I want, because it just means eventually. Sometimes it has a little more meaning to it. Yeah. All right, Levin.
Okay, well, there's one thing I wanted to know before all that stuff
Okay.
is when will I meet my soulmate?
All right.
Ooh.
Levin Chen wants to know
You can ask Mike.
when.
I'll ask him.
I mean, I'll ask it after that.
Levin Chen, spirits, universe. Levin Chen wants to know when he'll meet his soulmate.
Do you always draw the card, or does the other person that's asking the question ever draw the card, or is it better?
I think it all really depends on who's pulling the cards. Like, I always draw them.
Yeah, like when I did at the psychic, she was pulling the cards.
I think it kind of depends on the person drawing to like do it as they think is.
Yeah, she's got the control.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You will know when emotional security, comfort, satisfaction, and happiness. So when you feel emotionally secure and there's comfort within it, satisfaction and happiness, but it was reversed, so it might not be just yet. It might be a little bit like delayed usually.
Which one?
So later.
Which one?
Wait, what's reverse?
Oh, you just know it's 9
Well,
o'clock.
it-
It says I at.
Yeah. So
Oh.
that's Roman numerals for 9.
Gotcha.
And then
Those
if I don't know Roman numerals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Can I read what it's on for 9 cups?
Oh, of course, right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And so like major arcana cards or arcana, depends on who you're talking to. They are more like I mean, I can pull out my notes and we can just go over them because I'm still learning.
So
Yeah,
what's the answer?
It's
like- right?
I would read it as when you're emotionally ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I think you have to be emotionally ready if you're going to meet your.
For
significant other,
sure.
especially
I
your
don't know,
soulmate.
but you know.
But do soulmates exist?
Yeah, I think this is just a fantasy question,
Right?
right?
I think you're your soulmate.
Well, but let's look at it this way.
And when you
That's a good
realize
point.
that, you will accept somebody because I don't really think
So
you're a
it's
soulmate.
weekend, delayed, or opposite. When
That
it's
would make
upside
a
down.
lot of sense, especially for the reading I got that you are your soulmate.
Yeah, I think you. I mean, that's
Um,
from my experience, guys. I think you are your soulmate.
I agree.
Yeah, perhaps.
So I'll just read
and perhaps that is a chicken out,
From my experience,
right?
that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
Not
I
everybody
do
has
that
their own
too.
experience.
I'm saying I do that too.
Right.
So
I'm saying I do that
More
too.
to it too.
Right.
Yeah.
there's
So-
major and minor arcana cards.
Okay.
Okay.
And then, so major is like the bigger picture,
Uh-huh.
long-term direction, situations you may experience. And so this is minor because there's cups, wands, swords, and pentacles. And those are like the everyday actions, situations, or decisions you may face.
Okay.
So that's generally, and so like cups kind of overall is about like feelings, emotions, intuition, and creativity. So this is talking about the like where your heart will be,
Okay.
you know. And so when it says, that's swords, cups. Okay, emotional security, comfort, satisfaction, happiness. So like you might not recognize it because it's weekend, delayed, or opposite.
All right. This is me, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But I can do another reading if you need to know a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot.
If you want to
Wait,
delve
hold
into
on.
it.
No, but like, I thought this was a conversation. No, it's not. Like, I've been trying to speak for a long time.
I love it.
That whole thing was read to me, and I had no time to respond. I'm very jarred.
Wait, was that?
You're like
was that
overwhelmed.
card-
I'm jarred because I felt the desire to like overtake the conversation and say stuff, but then I was like, okay, just let it go, Like these people are smart too, and so like but then it's my turn. Anyway,
Yeah.
I think it's really.
How does it resonate with you?
Okay.
Is what-
there was a lot, and a lot of it would have been a conversation then and there. So I had to like remember back. It was something like, "Does the soulmate exist? You think we are our own soulmates?"
I personally believe that to be my
We
truth.
could ask the card.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I think it's very
No, I mean-
individualized.
I do too, and I
Yeah.
think that if you do find a soulmate,
Yeah.
if you're lucky enough to have found that, I think it may exist, but it's like 2 out of 10.
okay,
Like it's very
Yeah,
low
yeah,
percentage.
yeah. I agree with that.
Because I have met people that are soulmates, but I've met people that have been together for a long time and they hate each other, and I don't know why they're with each other.
I'll tell you what I think.
so
Yeah.
I tell you what I think is that everybody you ever meet is your soulmate.
Okay.
It's not you're your own soulmate. That's just silly to me. But you all are all my soulmate right now.
Okay. That's a good way to put it. I like
We're
that.
mates, right?
Right. But this what I'm saying can also be just a cop out.
Oh,
Because when it comes to things, areas of romance, it's like the most vulnerable thing. And I've been single for a long time, and I think there's something, I don't know, because to think that you need to be emotionally mature or emotionally well to then find your soulmate. What if you have to relate to people while your emotions are not developed?
Yeah, that one I was questioning too.
So it's like,
Are you ever gonna be ready?
Really.
yeah, are you ever going to be ready? Are you ever going to be perfect and healed
No.
to then entitle you to a soulmate
Right.
or something?
Are you gonna own your baggage and
Or are you
still,
gonna
like,
grow
live
with
like
that person
Yeah,
and
exactly.
become soulmates in the journey?
Maybe a better question is when I'm gonna find the right girlfriend.
Right, like somebody who makes you happy. And
Yeah.
there's definitely like that desire, and that's I feel that too, because like that hunger, that like it's been so parched, you know. It's like a part. It's like,
Yeah.
and half of it is because I live this life that's like I dash around everywhere. I don't know. I don't think I'm a very normal person.
I've never met someone like you, that's for sure.
Right? So like I think my dating pool is just because who can I date? Like it's got to be like a nomad, secret agent. I don't know what lifestyle would she have.
I was
Like,
gonna say you're a bit of a nomad,
right?
What's nomad?
like a gypsy
Traveler.
in
Oh,
a way.
gotcha.
Like you're in different places,
Think
looking
van life.
troubadour. You know,
Yeah.
people that are very individualistic that have something and they don't feel they feel like they're always gotta go look for it.
No.
I'm kind of like that as well.
Like I'd
you
say I'm
don't-
individualistic, but I don't sound like traveler. Actually, kind of. No, what? Just individualistic.
I mean,
I mean, I do live in West Des Moines. I'm traveling up here, so
okay.
Levin,
that's not like
That's
not like
adventurous.
traveling.
how often do you like bounce around? What's your
I don't know.
It's
Well,
happened a lot with
it
you.
stayed. Oh yeah. Oh
Are you
yeah.
going to New Hampshire?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you traveling around a lot before? Yeah.
Oh yeah. This is exactly my element. Like this here was how I operated. Yeah. Because I worked for Amazon Robotics, and I was building out their warehouses, so I would travel to job sites, and it would be a lot like places like this, like logistics towns.
Okay.
Yeah, and it'd be snowy. So this is me returning to the corporate world, sort of, for a whole different reason.
Yeah.
This ain't to make a buck, right? This is the
Oh,
well later, you know. I mean, well, yeah, that's not. It's anything but the money, right?
right.
Right. It's like,
It's so much more than.
right. If money is a drug, and you gotta dose it right, you don't, you know. It's also like it's just the energy, right? And then if somebody wins the lottery and they get it all at once, it's like poof. They don't know how to handle that.
Usually doesn't last and it burns.
Yeah, there's
Burns
actually
bright
like
and
win the
fast.
lottery and it's
Yeah.
all
They're
over
broke
sports
like in a
players,
few
Yeah.
Right. So
years.
so the
They don't know how to invest, or they don't invest.
They don't have high financial literacy.
But yeah,
right.
Imagine how
not
much more
easy.
financially literate we would become in
If we
like
had
public
practice.
school.
That's why. Look. So let me finish that idea.
I think that's one of the major problems.
Let me finish this one idea. Is that how
School
you
system's whack.
how you proportion it, how you feed people with it, the money, like matters more than the quantity of the money. And so the freedom dividend, it being 1,000 a month, there's no way to fuck it up, right? Because there's no way to fuck that up, because if you fuck it up this month, you run out of money and then you have to wait. So
Yep.
that's why like people's fear about like, you know, oh, people are gonna do bad things with their money, fuck
And
themselves
what they
over,
need is-
because the models that they're going after is, oh, they've seen people win the lottery, right? Oh, and
getting
then
money for nothing.
right, of getting money for
That's like a
nothing,
one-time thing,
Right.
whereas 1,000 is consecutive.
It's
right?
every month for
Exactly,
the rest of your
every
life.
single month. So it's much different. It's way different than receiving 12 grand each year too. So because it acts like a paycheck every month, every month, every month. And so the psychology is way different. It's just a participatory funds.
Yeah. I see it as, you know how rich people, like,
Yeah, no,
have a
yeah.
trust fund, and they don't have to worry about a lot of things in life. They already have it, like,
They're comfy.
they have solutions. I see it like it's kind of a little bit like that. It's just giving everybody the same playing ground with just a tiny little bit of what the trust fund baby would get. Because
Yeah, the
this-
problem with the trust fund
you're not-
babies is they don't learn a lot of common sense and how to live, because they don't learn the same stuff as people that aren't born with money. Because like people born without money have to go through different stuff
Definitely.
than someone with.
But I do think
Born
that
with a big
people that are
trust fund.
born I do think people born with a lot of money are more financially, sometimes way more financially intelligent than people that are born.
Yeah, they've
poor.
had good role models.
Yeah.
So they have daddy investing for them. They
And
have,
that teaches them.
you know,
about
they have their money being invested for them to where like they don't have to work for themselves forever, never.
Yeah, they
And
have
a
the
poor
connection.
person doesn't really understand like the truth, like the meaning of saving, the meaning of investing. They don't know what a portfolio is. They don't know what a retirement fund is, and because we're not taught that.
I agree with that so much.
Yup, I always wondered why we didn't just learn that as a high school class. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, dude?
And I took like one little class of financial literacy to graduate from high school, but I didn't learn shit. I learned more from my economics class. Why don't we require that when we live in a
We
capitalist economy?
We
I
need
don't
to
know,
require
man.
psychology too.
Thank
Like,
you.
Yeah.
Psychology is so important.
It's
Yeah,
just-
I listened to
yeah.
Yang's book today, A War on Normal People, and he talks about all these things. He's like, let's shift what we learn in school from these facts and figures, and instead of let's learn how to think instead of what to think. Let's learn about ourselves, psychology. Let's learn about our money, which will get our whole lives, and that's so important.
Right.
And let's learn about these different social dynamics, the things we find most meaningful. Human-centered capitalism. He's a fucking visionary.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's because
Yeah.
I like the
It's
fact.
like they teach the completely wrong stuff in school.
Yeah.
Well, GDP is
When's the
measured
last
by
time-
the wrong thing.
Like GCS or all
Well,
that
it's
stuff.
measuring something that doesn't measure what we're using it to measure something. that-
Exactly.
Right.
It's only measured
It's all-
by
yeah.
numbers. When humans really are humans, you got to measure like what, you know.
It's
how
deep.
much-
It's just it's a perception.
Right.
It's how you measure things, right?
Yeah,
And some people
GDP.
can take more into consideration as they measure things.
So, what do you guys think GDP measurement for humanity would be most important for? Like, if you're measuring a GDP, how would you measure it to be more humanity first?
Oh, well,
What would
I'd,
you
up,
measure?
I'd update it.
everything in the American scorecard.
Version 2.0.
Exactly that.
Huh?
American
You said I'd
scorecard.
update. I was like version 2.0.
Well, I think, for instance, culture is very important for people, like
Mm-hmm.
art. Being able to go to a museum, being able to go, you know, if you have inclination to the arts or to being creative, don't be stuffed in something that's not really you, and have the opportunity to see that, so your emotions can go that way. And I think GDP does not measure.
Back to the
Well,
culture part,
GDP
I've heard like one way to get one of the ways to get enlightenment is like traveling the world and seeing different cultures.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think that's
Keep your
that
eyes
is
open,
like
your heart, soul, mind, body.
is it is just your awareness,
That's a doctrine
opening awareness.
right there.
And Yang has his awareness
Thank
on
you.
the right in the right
Yeah.
places on the right things.
Yes.
He has it wide open for anything and anyone.
It's just a flip, flip of a switch. It's kind of like teaching meditation to the nation,
Right.
right? Because it's all about your attention.
Yeah, it's
Right.
about
If you're
mindfulness.
your attention is observing the right things, you'll naturally
You're not
be able to
you're
respond to
doing
it.
the right things.
Yeah, you'll respond in kind. Like it'll just.
Like
Yeah.
for instance, there's something that you mentioned that I totally agree with is traveling. I think
Which one you want?
people that travel like observe something new and something different in each place that they
you
go,
can
and
name
they
something
see
if you
that
call
the
him
thing
that.
that
Hasn't
they
Trump taught
were
you something?
exposed to all their life is
He's-
not really
He
the
does some
truth.
stuff really
Yeah, exactly.
It's
They
very
see
true.
different ways of life.
Yes. And I've noticed with Trump voters, like my family members, Trump voters, they have not traveled outside the United States, a lot of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's it's not. It's like a chicken or an egg, right? They don't have the desire to leave either. So,
yeah.
it's like. I think it's like this. What it boils down to is sensitivity
Yeah.
and the ability to feel. And everybody has an equal capacity for that. But certain people have retracted themselves in a posture of like fear and survival.
Right.
And for so long that they're numb.
I keep doing that.
They're numb and they're still like porcupined out
Right.
when they can just relax and feel and observe things for real and let themselves feel the emotions of what they observe.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
And I think the fact that that freedom dividend is going to give you like a chance to just breathe it in. You know what I mean? You're not going to be paycheck to paycheck. You're going to be like, okay. Because in my case, I would get it plus my
And then you
my daughters. So that would
Oh, yeah,
change
just-
considerably in my household. Like they would actually,
really
well,
used to
we
it.
wouldn't be stressed about
Yeah, we
tuition,
like
for
music.
instance.
Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
for sure.
education and just
Oh, yeah.
natural things
It'd be
that.
so good. It's
Oh,
like, and it's like if you're broke 1 month, all you gotta do is, just shrink back on consumption until we get our next paycheck.
Right.
Freedom dividend.
Exactly.
And it's just like, I mean, you people know what it feels like to have a paycheck. That's, you look forward to it,
So
right?
it's a new thing.
So, this is something that you'll look forward to your whole goddamn life, and it'll never stop because it's backed by the power of the U.S. government.
Exactly. Yeah.
What's cool is, yeah, if you fuck up 1 month, then you can like steadily learn what to do with that $1,000 to not fuck up.
Right. It's like
Can
a
I wang? I'll buy it.
steady, yeah, periodic and steady.
It was like what you were saying. If you were to get the 12,000 per year, it's a lot better to get 1,000 per month.
Right. So that's why you don't want to do 12,000 a year.
Yeah.
You want to do 1,000 a month.
Yeah.
It's very different.
Yeah, and there is ways to pay for it.
Yeah.
you know.
Those two are having a serious
I know,
philosophical
I like-
discussion.
This is not philosophical, man. We're playing with puppets.
We're talking about how much we're gonna pimp out the dog for.
Pen pal?
No, I'm trying to buy the dog.
Pimp out.
Pimp out.
Pimp
Oh.
out.
This is Wang Yang, by the way.
You can't just name the puppet. I was gonna have a contest. He's like,
Dude.
have you learned anything from Trump?
If you call it enough,
Wang Yang.
It's
Okay.
it's Wang Yang.
Wayne or Wang?
Wang.
Wang. Okay. Wait, no. He should be Wayne Yang. Wayne Yang would be dope. Wayne Yang. I'm gonna create a fucking Twitter account named Wayne
dude, for
Yang.
Well,
Okay.
Marshmallow needs
We're
his
having-
own Twitter too, though.
Yes.
No, I think Wayne Yang
He's
is
on his first
cool.
followers.
Might be cool. I don't know. It's really weird. I can't tell if it's cool or not.
Okay, so you gotta do marshmallows. Looks like Levin's pretty on top of. We could both have the login info for Wayne Wang Yang.
Wayne Yang. Yeah. Hold on.
If you so decide, so it would be
Hey, it resumed,
I don't know.
nice.
but we lost our other fucking watchers.
Not everything that you hoped for is what I'm saying.
Oh wow.
It could be
that's
really hard though, but
interesting.
it
Yeah.
could be very good if she complete or if she went through
It
that.
was opposite though. Let's read
With
you.
great trials can come great
Weekend
triumphs.
delayed or
Right, thank
opposite.
you.
What's this?
I got
What was
three.
it?
Oh,
Yeah.
no, it's
It
not.
was upside down, so it's weekend delayed or opposite. So
Surfers for Yang is here.
hello, surfers for
Hi,
Yang.
surfers
Edith
for Yang.
Esquera is
Hello,
here.
Edith.
I
So I mean, it's on the everyday action, situations, or decisions you may face. So it might be
People trying to bully.
Yeah. So, I mean,
It's okay. I can
how
do
does
it.
resonate
Maybe you'll
with
blow
you?
the others.
That's what I was thinking. Whoa.
Yeah, how does it resonate with
Yeah.
you? Would you want to go
Like,
through
and
that?
I could-
I've been
something
going
really
through it
good?
like all my life, especially when you work in politics.
I can
It's
also
like
pull
egos.
another card. I can also pull another card for more clarification if you so desire.
Okay, let's clarify that.
Okay.
Well-
So,
You're
You
funny.
can- that?
in what way?
Can
Yeah.
you do that? Is that
Of course
kosher?
you can, why not?
Can I have some fruit snipes?
As much as you want out of this, and there's
Alright.
more. We have fruit too. On a Fred.
Jenny Sachiko
Once-
Hubbard. Yeah, keep going. I'm just narrating some of the comments we saw earlier.
On a Fred
Sorry,
wants
Dedos.
to
They're
know
real good.
what this
Gonzo. Hey, Surfers for Yangs, Gonzo.
Oh, yeah,
What's up, Gonzo?
Hey, Gonzo. Where
Yeah.
is he? Is he back in California?
Yeah.
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 Ciao.
Alright.
Dun 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 dun.
Yo,
On a
Gonzo, I miss
Chris.
you, bro.
I can't read if you're
I'm
talking.
following.
I'm following. Ana Perez wants to know a little more clarification on what kind of conflict would come up. 5 of wands.
Dang.
They're looking like another intense
Now
thing.
they got.
They really clarified it. It ramped up.
Huh?
The swords, it's big
It's
sticks.
a battle.
Or they like building a house and we're just interpreting this way.
I didn't do
5 of wands. Arguments, disagreements,
Oh,
tensions,
no.
competition, and strife.
They're beating each
So-
other with sticks.
Was that clarification enough for you?
How does that resonate with you?
Politics.
Yeah.
Politics. We are in a battle, folks. This is a fucking revolution. This is not even joke. Like this
This
is the
revolution will be
guerrilla.
televised.
Yeah, everywhere.
So yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
This revolution could not be televised enough.
Battle.
Through that, it's under televised.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go into the battle?
I don't know.
Is that
Is this worth it?
or,
snacks?
Or,
Changing minds is perfect.
or would staying here or wherever you're called that isn't DC, would that be
Yep, that's
more
Storm.
beneficial?
Oh, or should I stay?
Yeah, so there might be a different.
Can I ask that?
Yeah.
Am I hogging the card?
Answer that question. Let the cards answer
Should
that.
I move to DC or should I stay?
I mean,
Or should it be like split up into 2 different readings?
you act like it's some like.
You know more than I do.
Oh, but the thing is pretty like open-ended. It's more intuitive, I think, than logical.
Yeah, these are to help you start thinking. They're like a guide, right?
Right.
They're not the answer. They're not necessarily the future, you know. But it's like, how does it feel and resonate with you? So it's, it's what you make of it.
Should I stay?
Okay. Ana Perez wants to know
Should I stay or
if she
should
should.
Wait,
Should
but
I
you
stay or should I go?
What do you mean? Stay where?
You just got the answer not to go to DC.
Yeah,
So you
but
could ask maybe.
oh, she already asked it,
Okay,
man.
okay.
She already asked it.
Well,
8 of.
Ooh, is that the Reaper?
No.
No. Okay.
Whoa. Whoa.
8 of Cups says. I can't find it. 1 second. Parting, leaving home, emotional choice.
Okay.
So
that's the perfect fucking card.
you asked if you should stay, and it says parting, leaving home, emotional choice.
Okay.
So what does that resonate to you?
If I stay, I'm not going to be around my family. Probably.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's saying that. That could be it. Yeah. Parting, leaving home, emotional choice. So yeah, it would be very hard for you to leave your home.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Agent Anna. But aren't you already away from home?
I am.
How long has it been?
Oh, not much.
Oh, really? Okay.
Come on.
And home is Texas, right?
Are you guys like hungry?
What part of
Should we make
Texas?
food? We have
Austin.
soup from yesterday.
Austin. Oh, yeah, we have soup.
Great. Okay.
Yeah, Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas.
So cool.
You came to cold
So
weather.
hipster.
Right? Don't you love it there? Do you love it? Yeah. Oh my gosh. I loved it there when I visited.
Cool.
Wait, so have you seen snow before?
Yeah.
I was here like
I've
this morning 'cause
skied.
you're from Texas.
I've skied in
Oh.
weather like this, but I've never lived like a daily life like now.
Mhm.
Like today, it was kind of weird because 30 degrees is
I mean, I do
warm.
feel like marshmallows.
Yeah, today it was super warm. Yeah.
Because milk
Yeah.
is-
Yeah,
You could actually get wet because the snow would melt on you.
Right?
Yeah.
So marshmallow gets called.
I thought, how
Boy,
unique that
I'm
I'm
like,
somewhere
it's
where
trans.
it's 30
Trans
degrees
woman.
and I'm like, it's actually warm today. But I'm actually from Panama. I'm half
Oh.
Canadian and half American.
So you're a warm weather culture.
Yeah. I'm multicultural.
Yeah. Panamanian and
You do silent films. You're
Okay.
like taking inspiration from
Panamanian what?
American.
Oh.
Wayne. Bad dog Wayne.
Put him in his kennel.
What does Wayne want?
What's Wayne's middle name?
Dude, he shouldn't be eating. He shouldn't be eating.
Wayne Yang. Wayne Yang.
No,
Wayne
dude,
gang.
this puppy's chill. He always gives it back.
It's hard to do with my left hand. Right here. No.
Should we
There's so many more of those, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
is there anything specific you guys want to talk about for the stream to the people out there?
Wait, I'm curious about you, Ian. You're the Uber driver.
So yes, how about we go around?
Caucus for Yang.
You want to go around and do intros?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's do
let's
it.
do intros.
Let's do intros. Should we start with you, Anna?
Hi, I'm Anna Perez. Democrat for life. Liberal. Moderate. Yang gang.
Okay. Damn, that's a zing. Okay, that's a style we got. This is like a yeah.
Excuse me. Excuse me. That's me. Yo, I'm Stormcloud Stewart. I'm from the Twin Cities, 22 years old. I went to university here in Iowa State. That's why I'm in Ames. And I love Mott's for Tots.
Okay.
I'm also, oh, of course, Yang Gang. Fucking head to toe. Math. Not left, not right forward. You see this?
Uh-huh.
We got the merch.
You even got the
Yang 2020
sweats.
sweatpants. I'm just
But
missing-
what
I'm
did you
missing the
say
socks.
about the something
Missing the socks. Mott's for Tots.
Mott's for tots? That's your thing, huh?
So I love, all gummies and especially Mott's.
Did you bring those yourself or you found them here?
No, they were here.
So you happened to find your
You
favorite
provided
candy
The
here?
snack pile.
This is probably my favorite snack. Yeah.
Like no joke, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of hard to find elsewhere other than you buying it for yourself,
Yeah.
right? And you just found it here in this pile. Because
Pretty amazing.
what's are we nerding out too hard on the resonance here or what? Are we? I'm spooked, you know? Yeah, it is that's just,
You're welcome.
one more little synchronicity. What the fuck?
This is
Okay.
created by me. Except for one thing in there was not put in there by me. Alright. Hello, I'm Faye. This is Marshmallow. and this is supposed to be named by the Yang Gang, but I mean someone took it upon themselves.
Yeah. So the name?
What do you, okay. What's the
It's
official?
up to you. It's up to
Oh
you.
no! I'm not gonna name it then. Ha.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, we could take your
So
time. Everybody's gonna project their own name upon him
Yeah.
anyway.
Oh yeah.
Or something. No, you get to make the
I'm always
name,
gonna
but
call him
people
Bang.
people will give it different personalities.
Yeah, you know what? Marshmallow has a name, maybe this is no name, and everyone will name it whatever they want to name it.
That's
Call
agreed.
from.
So, okay. I'm an Andrew Yang supporter. Flew out here from San Diego, and it's cold. It was 70 degrees, okay? It was 70.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you still okay.
I'm Ian from West Des Moines. No party. Learned about Andrew Yang.
All right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Cut.
All right. All right, me. I am Levin. I am from the San Diego Yang Gang, and I am a street hustler for humanity first.
Yeah.
And outside of the campaign, I am a seer of things and a maker of pithy observations, which I then like talk about nonstop. That's my weakness. Okay, cut.
And smack
Okay. All right, what do we say next?
And this is the Yang Gang Hang. Welcome.
Yes.
Yeah.
So okay, let's hear
Oh yeah, let's go deeper on our stories. I just maybe especially just you. This is,
Let's go back this way.
how about we just put you on the spot?
My name's Ian. This is the Ask Me Anything.
All right.
Oh no.
Well, we only have 4 people, so it's up to us.
Yeah.
Okay,
Is
so
there any,
when did you
viewers
first-
that can ask questions?
There's
hey,
4,
they
there's
might wanna
4.
Weigh in, you know.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so your first question is, when did you first hear about Yang?
I'd say about 6 months ago.
Okay, and where are you at with him now?
After talking with you guys, I have more faith in him being the Democratic elect.
Awesome. And before talking to us, because we
I
had
really liked some of the stuff he had to say, but he wasn't necessarily my favorite out of the Democrats, but he's up there now. After talking to you guys and explaining kind of what he's about.
yeah. So we met Ian because he was our Uber driver, and he showed up in a BMW 5 Sun Series, and we went drifting around
You shouldn't be saying this. This
a little bit.
I'm a professional drifter.
Right.
Closed course.
No, it was a great ride. It was great. It was. I never felt endangered. It was slow. You know, it was like.
So I have a question. From 1 to 5, where do you rank?
What's up?
Oh.
From 1 to 5, where do you rank Andrew Yang?
I don't know enough about him to really give him a good rank, but I don't like that question.
Gut feeling. Gut feeling.
Who do you rank number 1
Should we ask the cards?
in the Democratic Party? I'd love to hear these things.
I would say Bernie Sanders and Yang are about equal in my mind.
Okay,
And those are the ones I care about.
Are you gonna see
so it's
Bernie
1
when
and
he's
2.
in town?
I like that. Like 1 and 2.
Or
One hit rank
are they
them.
one and one?
I said they're equal,
Oh, 1 and 1.
but Yang might be beating him.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it's the
Right.
direction because right. You were at the same place with Yang for a while until you talked to us because I think this is usually what happens when we talk to other people who haven't heard is once they start getting curious, then they'll go deeper and deeper. But it's just people haven't hit that hump. You have to learn enough to be like, yeah, this guy is very interesting. But most people are just disengaged.
Like they're not talking about him as much like we were talking about. He's not like televised as much. There's a lot of info about him, but you have to dig for it or
Yeah,
You have
yeah,
to-
that's
you
true.
have to
That's
find it
that's the
yourself.
thing.
it's not a level playing.
That's why we have to be here,
Yeah.
all of us. Yeah, because but and
That-
and
that
There is
curiosity.
status
Bring,
quo.
like, look at all these people coming
in
from
the
all these
Democratic
different
Party
backgrounds and
still.
places
I mean-
who want to spread this humanity first message and stand behind this man and have to be unified under him.
yeah,
There is status quo in the party, but
Yeah.
I feel very suffice and very happy with all of our candidates. Just Yang is the one that most, I like. Most goes with my values. Most goes with what I think that we need in a new leader. But everyone is awesome. I think
We're-
they're all rocking.
so
We're all
we
fighting- we're all
And if he
fighting for the
doesn't
better
get it,
of
I
each
hope he's a
Yeah.
VP of whoever. And because he would be an awesome VP too. So.
yeah, it's just think if we played this thought experiment the other day, and the thought experiment is take Bernie and Yang in turn and pretend like they got elected. Let's say Bernie got elected and he got done everything he wanted to do. His ideal version of America he got. What would it look like and feel like to live in a Bernie America? And what the imagery that's in my mind when I think about that is like, I mean, I want to be generous, right? Like it's like I'm not gonna like paint him bad, but the utopia that he dreams of is one where like you get up early in the morning, you pack your lunch, and then you go out to your job, and you feel this camaraderie with the people that you're going to work with. It's a very work-based, but like
Also very government.
camaraderie. It's like comrade feeling, and it feels kind of really kind of more utilitarian. Now I don't know if this is just my prejudice, right? But like, if I were to throw the question to a Marxist, like I was talking to the student Marxist group, and they couldn't really answer me. But I'm like, so what's your ideal version of the world? And then I don't know. It just feels like the Marxism and socialist philosophical camp, like people tend to be drawn to that philosophy, who are very like linear or something.
Yeah,
Like-
I can't. I mean,
Explain the word linear more. I think I know what
more
you mean.
direct.
Yeah, like they're the type that would be like, this theory really is dope. This theory, right? But like never look around or feel. Like they're not emotionally sensitive or artistically
They're more
sensitive.
Like they
pragmatic.
don't have empathy.
I think empathy is less strong within.
Is what?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
less.
it's
yeah.
more logical. They're like
Yeah.
it's like logic logic that doesn't know its own limitation.
That makes sense.
And so they're so they feel so right about everything.
Yeah.
Like, they don't feel any doubt to say, oh, capital is bad. What does that even mean? Like, first of all, I don't even know what
It's
that
so much more
means.
complex than that. There's
Well,
so
I
many
think
layers.
I think utopia is a little bit of everything, and I think that's what Scandinavian countries have, and I think that's what where there is social democracy, and it works. They have a little bit of everything thrown in.
Yeah.
And a lot has to do with citizens that are involved and that know their government. So the better a socialist democratic system works is because every citizen is
I
informed.
have one.
Yeah,
Even with
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
budgets, they have participant budgets. Presupuestos participativos, where your little towns are working on budgets and they have town halls for a week long, and everybody has a say on what their tax-paying dollars is going to be invested in.
Right.
And that's pretty awesome,
Yeah.
you know, because
And-
the system we
yeah.
have now is
Show the pin.
who's making decisions on our big,
Mine
huge
is
budgets?
better.
Lobbyists.
Right.
People that know, you know, if you have an
Yeah,
engineer
you're
company that wants to do all the roads in your,
I
in your
absolutely love
town,
this.
they're the ones that are lobbying your politicians.
Right.
Because they want to get those bids. So
You
once
should. I got a sticker.
the citizens get involved
have
and actually
your
know what
can
is
play with
going on government-wise,
Yeah.
they're taxpaying
So,
dollars.
but that's a lot of responsibility for citizens, you know?
Yeah, but
We're
it's-
too
But
stupid for that, I dare say.
You know how fast and furious the society goes? Like, people ain't got time for that shit.
No, but really,
That's why people ain't got not only time for that shit, but they don't got money for their education because they're not getting involved. And they
Right.
don't got money for their
right, it's a vicious
insurance,
cycle.
for their health insurance because they don't got time.
It's
So when you
vicious
don't have time
cycle.
to get involved, then you don't have money to pay for your education, to pay for your health care, to pay for your needs, and
Very much we need to think harder. We very much need to think harder. Yeah.
Wait, where's this meeting going?
So-
American think harder.
Hey, so how do we break out of this cycle? Huh?
I think you educate people. You need somebody speaking truth.
You gotta be open.
That's what the Yang Gang's doing, right? And we have to. Yeah.
Educate people.
The teacher arrives when the student is ready. So some people just aren't open and ready to like learn about it.
And you
And
have
Yeah.
to elect.
And that's a tough thing.
I don't
You
know.
have to elect.
It's a-
I'll go anyway. I'll go if they're not ready. I'll still teach them on the head. Boom.
I would very much agree with that.
I mean, I'm kind of doing that when I impose on people. Like,
Yeah.
I'm really good with the whole
It's
like,
cold and
yeah.
I haven't done a lot of that. And
yeah,
I've had
man, fucking
reservations,
crack
but-
through their fucking ignorances
Yeah,
shields.
dude. And it's like
Yeah,
I'm
like-
practicing more of that cold. What do you call it?
Cold approach, yanging.
Cold approach.
Yeah, and it's not especially that, but it's just I love like, it's almost really is like jujitsu, right? Because when somebody like
Social
is
dance.
when somebody is angry and like
A jewelry exchange.
throwing jabs and stuff, you like catch it and you roll it and you're like, yeah, you're right. However, or like, yeah, you're right. And I heard that this other guy said something like that was just like this. So what do you think? They're like, oh, Right. Yeah.
People need to be informed.
Yeah, he's
on
Vietnamese. He
what,
always ate these.
be educated on what
They're
social
hard
democracy
to,
is, what
like,
communism
into a lot
is,
of
what's
Yeah.
the difference, who is Marx, You know, what is
Yeah.
Marxism?
Who?
Like, because
I
there's
don't
a
know.
lot of people that don't know what that
We don't
is.
learn
I don't know.
civics
What is
class
Marxism? I don't know.
or high school.
Yeah, and you know, I spent a whole half hour talking to this Marxist student group, and you know, I'm not a stupid person, and I tried really hard, and I couldn't understand what they were talking about. Like, because we got to a point where he's like, just capital does this, capital that, and then I'm just like, what's capital? And he's like, that's a very deep question, and it'll take a long time. So he just didn't answer it.
Your question
mean-
is very difficult too because there's different versions and different visions of who's reading what it means to them. So you could read it and say, okay, this means this to me, but sometimes that makes sense to an economic version of what somebody likes to think they are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm social democrat, but I'm a little bit of capitalist too.
Just
I wanna
chang
make my
chang.
money, and I want to, be able to live in a free market
Right.
where I can be rich.
Yes, I love
Yeah.
capitalism. That's
Yeah.
the best system in my opinion.
Greed itself is not an
Yeah.
You can go
evil.
from rags to riches, but it needs to be fair too.
Yeah.
Here's what the people get wrong,
Fair
right?
market capital.
The one thing that's tripping people up.
Face.
We need a skeleton of the government though to have that work well.
Let me-
Like, it doesn't work in a vacuum.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't work in a vacuum.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna
that's
save this
something
thought because then.
Sucks all the money.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
What's marshmallow thing?
Well, he was gonna say something. We should-
right. Let's. Marshmallow wants to hear what Levin thinks.
Marshmallow.
Okay.
Is Marshmallow a Marxist?
All right, guys. Let me drop some wisdom
Yeah.
and shit. Okay. The fundamental mistake, the root, the trunk level mistake that everybody's operating on is this whole thing that they think greed is a bad thing,
Yeah, or really.
right? Because the thing of the word, let's not use the word greed, right? And this is a yang gang thought exercise. Okay. Hey, do you guys want to participate in the yang gang thought exercise?
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, all right. The yang gang thought exercise is okay. So do you guys notice that people think greed is an evil force?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets a
Right.
very
Okay.
bad rap. Yep.
So let's just think about what's going on, right?
Greed.
Because greed, hold on, greed is a word, a label, right?
Yeah.
It describes
Tilt it down.
certain.
There you
Greed is a word and a
I know I
label.
should sit down.
go. There you go.
Okay.
Greed is a word.
Remember how Mr. Yang wants us to not just look at GDP,
Yeah.
right? And not just look at socialism versus capitalism because
Let's look at the American
those are
scorecard.
labels, right?
Let's rewrite what it is to be a.
Well, but on a
prosperous
more
society.
even more meta level, he's talking about don't get tripped up on the labeling,
Yeah. True.
right? So here we have a label, greed, right? And it's supposed to describe certain psychological forces in people's heads. But what has it become? Like when you say greed, you automatically think bad. You don't go and investigate it. You don't go and say, oh, there's a human drive to want to show off to each other. And that is
And
greed.
also
right?
hoard reason like accumulate resources.
So yeah,
Is that
accumulate liquid
right?
resources. So greed has what? Like why do people want to accumulate resources?
Because the resources make them feel good.
Makes
and
them feel
safe and
safer.
Safe,
secure.
right? So
Yeah.
safety, right?
Yeah.
So are people greedy then, or do they just want to feel safe?
Of course. Yeah. There's
I
always
think
roots to
it's a
that.
mix.
I think it's a mix of.
Like I
greed.
had holding on to money. I don't like. Hoarding money, especially like millions or billions of dollars, is very bad.
Right, but do you get what I'm
It's
saying?
Greed is only a
Yeah.
leaf on a
Hold on.
fucking
It
tree.
has levels of badness.
So yeah, but like the level of this conversation is like there's many levels, right?
Yeah. True.
The meta level is like we're also analyzing the structure of
Yeah.
the words and the.
Greed
This
is
conversation has a structure that we're also talking about.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, when you say greed, just notice like what ideas come with that word greed that actually doesn't apply to what we're talking about. Because if you look at human behavior, like people hoard, okay, that's good. Hoarding is a word that, it's better than greed, right? Because if I'm hoarding candy and you call me greedy, then you don't know why I hoard candy. You don't know what trauma that I had in my past life that's causing me to need to feel safe in this way. And because you just call me greedy and oh, I'm just a bad person.
Calling names instead of getting to know you and your story.
Right. And so I think a lot of the mistakes we make is because we use this label, greed, and we think it. So what if we didn't think the word greed was bad at all? Greed can be good.
Yeah, I agree with
Right.
that.
Either that or don't
There's the
even
yin
use
and-
that word.
There's a yin
Right?
and a yang, man.
Or you could be somebody that saves money and not have the connotation of greed.
See, but some
Yeah, I like
people
greed.
would call
Greed is
saving
good. I mean,
and hoarding.
I mean, there's greed that's good, but if you let's then go ahead.
if
and
you really
analyze.
want to change the world, you gotta be greedy. You gotta get money because money's power.
Yeah.
That's one way.
yeah,
Not
yeah,
that's
yeah.
not the only way, but that's one way to help. change the
Money
world.
can influence.
But so now we can like look at the different
That and-
types of greed, the different types of greed, like what causes somebody to be greedy. One is safety, right? Because they
competition.
so that is one of them is safety, and the safety from a fear of like the stuff that I have now is going to go away.
Right.
So I have to hoard
Security
it,
of your
right?
situation.
Right. So what solves that?
Dude, I got a theory on that. There's a book that I wish everyone read in high school.
Well, what solves that is the freedom dividend,
Yeah.
right? It would completely solve
It
that.
switches from
Right.
a culture of scarcity to abundance.
Yeah.
And that's such a
So-
profound fucking
So the freedom
thing.
dividend will eliminate that psychological fear
Yeah.
that we call greed. But there's another kind of greed which is the need to dominate other people.
Yeah,
That's a
like
different one.
competition.
Competition.
Well, it's not just dominate other people, but then there's the levels when they're really wealthy and then they want to compete with each other, as in like the
Well, they
wealthy
treat
completely
Right, so now
competing
let's-
with the other
Treat
wealthy,
people-
like, this
Yeah.
guy's $1 billion, I want to beat him and get $2 billion.
Yeah.
Suspected.
So why do people do
There you
that?
go.
What's that about? That one.
Which
think
one?
you
I know
guys
it's
do.
kind of like a power trip. They just want more and more and more and more.
Yeah.
Right,
It's-
because they
it's
feel
It's
what?
very addictive.
Yeah.
It's addictive.
Yeah.
Is it
power
also
fame
fear though?
addictive.
Is it also fear of some sort?
I think it's you get at a certain point you get used to it and you don't want to lose what you got because it feels.
So fear.
I think
Fear
that-
of losing it.
Fear of losing.
Fear
it,
of
yeah,
loss.
Yeah, fear of losing it.
But then isn't that the same as that other one? The previous one we talked
Well,
about?
when you grow up with nothing,
Free-
and yeah, you kind of
Scarcity.
you don't want to.
It's the scarcity.
Like my
See-
sister, we never had
Completely what it is.
food in the refrigerator, and my sister became a really good career. She had a great career in DC, and when you go to her house, all she had was just thousands of things in the refrigerator, and it was just her. So her
Yeah,
fear was, I need to have my refrigerator just packed
yeah.
because, and I'd be like, you are always throwing out food. Why do you have so much food? She's like,
Right.
"Because we need to have food in the house. Like, there has to be food.
So isn't that the
So those are kind
Fear,
of fears.
again, it's
Just
fear.
fears at different levels.
it's fear of poverty?
A lot of that has to do with
Isn't it?
childhood. Like it's just.
Well, yeah, it's a fear of not having the essentials to life, which
Yeah.
in a society like ours is the most rich and prosperous. And
So scarcity mentality.
Have that.
That's scarcity mentality, right?
Yeah, and GDP. I think
There's
like
a
a lot
really
of people don't even know what GDP is.
Right. Yeah.
And that's
It's an
part of
economics term.
education. And a GDP is a kind of a. I think it's a greed level.
Isn't this exactly-
based.
Yeah. Well, what I started to say was GDP is kind of like the exhaust of the economy.
But it,
Well, it's the overall output, but a lot of it is
But it really
negative and
hurts
exhaust.
countries because they'll measure a GDP with non-human measurements.
Yeah.
So
I
the
like
measurements that you get from GDP is what's telling them like how much money they need for for poverty or for education. But then like Panama, there's a very big like between poor and rich, there's this like big huge difference.
Interesting.
But then
Yeah.
everybody
Good
thinks
thing
that
that
Panama
it's
is like
like
rolling
right
in
in
money
folder, not
because
Oh.
GDP is blowing up. You know what I mean?
Oh.
The new
So-
folder.
In
Yeah.
reality, there's people in Panama that are dying of hunger and that don't
Right.
have education. The
It's
public
like this
schools is,
Right.
is a joke.
I mean, that's what happens when you have measures. So at a societal level, insensitivity is a lack of accurate measures.
Yes.
In a human being,
Sensitivity
insensitivity.
is very
So it's like as within, so without.
Right, but I think it's measured on
So-
greed. It's like a
Right.
it's
And
a
so
greed measuring.
so on an individual level, when we go out there to talk to people,
Which one do you like more?
No, first one.
We got something.
oh, you're talking about that
we
meme,
got
huh?
something that it really goes along with what you're talking
Right,
about.
right. Oh, okay.
Check it.
What's that say? Let's change the mindset. Yeah, scarcity, stressed, uncertain, rude, lacking bandwidth, tribalistic, lowered IQ, not enough. That's right.
Let me just bring.
Oh my god.
Abundance.
You guys have a s'more?
Financially
Those are like the
secure,
best food
empathetic, self-reliant, confident, optimistic, room for more, and stable. That's it.
Like, they put two-
That's
So that's what we're doing.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because we have to do that. We engage them at the individual level, and then Yang's gonna do it at the governmental level.
Right.
So the Yang gang, yeah. So the Yang gang is the whole. We're the whole tendrils of this movement.
We're the roots of the tree.
Cha-cha-cha. We're the mycelials. Mycelial.
The tree of wisdom.
It's like the aspens though. They go out and they grow. Like a whole grove of aspens is actually all one plant.
Oh wow.
Right. Right. Banyan trees are like that too. Bamboos are like that too. And
I
banyans.
love-
Makes me think of pandas.
I ate a lot of
Pandas
fruit,
eat a lot.
like,
They do.
They also-
Because they're so.
They have indigestion 24/7. They
Yeah.
eat and then sleep. And then yeah. And
They're
shit.
the cutest ever though.
They're
They
China,
are.
aren't they like China's mascot? Like the only reason the pandas are still alive in China is because the people fucking love them. And
Yeah.
if anything bad happens, they're like, save the panda. Feed the panda.
Well now the koalas. I'm loving me some koalas.
I mean, pandas are just super cute because they eat bamboo.
Yeah. They
Come on.
just
like-
these big fluffy.
What if the pandas ate meat? Then they would not be cute. They'd be treated like grizzlies.
They don't attack people either, right? Pandas don't attack,
I don't think so.
They're funny because
dude, I would love to have a pet panda.
right?
Right?
That'd be so
that
cool.
would be so
Or a
freaking
pet
cool.
monkey.
We have to breed them so that they're very, very plentiful.
Right.
And then we can all have a panda.
We gotta get some pandas shipping legally from wherever. I don't think they're legal here.
I know, but
Yeah,
this is a long project.
I want some exotic
We had
animals.
one panda, but it was supposed to. They had like a treaty, the panda treaty for that zoo. They had to like at certain years they had to take it back to China, and it just went back to China like a year ago.
Hmm.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing has a.
That's some bullshit.
The
That's
panda
foreign
treaty-
policy.
Yeah.
It's like the Panama Canal.
Right? The panda treaty. That animal is that important.
Dude, we should have that chilling in the White House, like each, and then we send them a bald eagle, you know?
Right? Yeah.
Bald eagles are coming back.
I saw one today.
Yeah, there's a lot of them around here.
So many
They're
here.
so
Hey guys, did you
cool.
know that there's bald eagles?
Bald eagles.
I was gonna say alligator. Bald eagles.
Where did alligators?
There's bald eagles all over Iowa. It's beautiful.
I want to see a not bald alligator. What does that look like?
They have
Got a
they have
fro.
bald eagles here. I would love to see a bald eagle.
They're everywhere.
Mhm.
I see a lot of
Them in
eagles.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
I saw
god.
one on the
How
way
do you
over
know? Like how do you?
You see
know?
the white
They're the
head,
highest
it's
flying
big.
bird. Eagles are like the highest flying birds, so that's one way to tell.
Okay.
Is that so?
So you were just
Also, I just look in the sky a lot.
awesome. Oh my god, I'm gonna be that. I'm gonna be like,
I mean, kind
I
of.
see when I'm on the highway,
Kinda.
I'm just like, yeah.
Eye in the sky, baby. Eye in the sky.
That's the same. Every time I'm driving, I like going down the same as when I'm driving. around.
Yeah, me too. They like hanging out because the ditches have a lot of rodents, so they hunt.
oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it's funny that those are the birds of prey are some of the animals that have actually benefited the most from human development. Because in our cities, they can perch real high. Like the
Oh,
peregrine
wow,
falcons are like
yeah.
huge.
Mm.
Yeah,
The
I
mascot
have a
for my
harpy
middle
eagle,
school.
and it's huge.
Peregrine
Oh,
falcon.
The harpy eagle is
That's my
like
favorite.
it's like
if I was to
it's
turn
like
into
your
an animal,
size.
I'd turn
It's
into-
so
Whoa,
big.
really?
Yeah, and it's like-
They can
Face
dive at over
looks like a
200 miles per hour.
person's
Fastest
face.
animal on the
They're so
planet.
gorgeous.
What?
Yeah, it's intimidating.
An eagle the size of moi
Yes.
with a
Harpy
person's
eagle
face
with
on
a
it?
If
person's
you
face.
could turn into
You're
an
like, is it
what animal
human?
would you
Is that a human in there?
Wow. You gotta show me.
That's a good question.
Did you guys know this?
And it's my favorite, like, get to know you question. If you were
It would
to,
it'd actually probably be eagle.
yeah. I thought
Wait,
you
what?
would
If what?
If you could turn into any animal and turn back, what
Oh.
animal would you turn into?
Ooh.
Oh.
What about you?
I think I would turn into a raven.
We're all birds sometimes.
I love that.
I see that.
It'd be so fun to fly.
You
Yeah.
reminded me of Maleficent.
Well, I'm just kidding.
11, you got an answer?
Holy shit, I don't know.
Mine is, my
It'd be cool.
answer's
It'd be
no.
cool to be a squirrel too and scale trees.
What about like a flying
Like
squirrel,
just
man?
way up high, jumping trees.
Look,
Yeah.
that's a harpy eagle.
Oh wow, yeah, okay.
Whoa,
see this.
that doesn't look real.
That
Right.
does look like a
Wait,
person. It
wait.
looks like a Yeah.
What?
The fuck?
That's cool.
It looks like a human.
It's a Birdman.
It's a Birdman.
I would be Birdman.
I like how
Yeah.
huge.
Big birds like Ron Wolf cousin.
Look how big
Victoria Pham
He seems
says,
pretty
hello,
good.
Yang Gang.
And look how big he is.
Ryan
You want to be
Odagawa.
one of those?
Now,
Oh.
I'm going to be a wolf.
Gonzo, we see you.
A
Is
wolf.
Gonzo watching?
I think, I can't tell who's still on.
Elephants
But we have
can't
11
go
guests
and
now.
Just,
No.
hang out and do
11
Hey,
watchers.
You all respond in the comments if you could turn into any
Right?
animal.
It'd be
What
totally
animal
boring.
would you become?
Yes, if you could return into any other animal, check it out for a bit. Which animal would that
Turn
be?
back, like
Turn
whenever
back,
you
yeah.
want.
What they say?
What did I say? I don't know. Let's see who.
Oh.
Hummingbirds. Let me see. Oh, Gonzo would be a hummingbird.
That's
So
great.
that's my mom's
That was-
answer.
That was Johnson.
What's your
Cool.
answer?
Lion.
George Lim wants to be a lion.
See, okay,
Whoa,
my
George,
answer
why you want to
is,
be a
like,
lion?
If you were to change
A
a
lion.
lion in society today, let's be realistic, you would
You
be
would-
very restricted. You
You'd
could,
be bored. You'd be in a zoo.
yeah. Like, so I'm
Well, but maybe he wants to experience
you can
being
move
a.
to, like New Mexico now.
Or you'd be
Being a panda, you could travel internationally.
Yeah, we'll still. You can still ride planes. You can turn into a human.
Or you'd be in
Go wherever you
Africa
want.
with some dentist trying to kill you.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man.
Remember the dentist
We gotta go.
killed
I want to
Poacher.
turn into a peregrine falcon.
Huh?
The
Fastest
poacher?
animal on the
The
planet.
poacher.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Wasn't it?
I-
That lion was like a
Somebody
treasure,
said hummingbird,
and he had- he was,
lion.
like, in the safari.
Anybody else want to
Yeah, I
chime
saw an
in?
article I showed him like posing with it.
I have an answer though.
Yeah,
I figured it out.
Yeah, I want to hear
What's that?
Levin's answer.
I don't know. Let me see. I think I might want to be maybe a squid. And the reason
Like a
is
giant squid that can like go way into the depths.
it'd be cool to be a giant squid. Yeah, but the thing is,
Stingray.
I
A
changed my answer. I
stingray
want
would
to
be
be an
cool.
octopus.
Cool.
yeah, an octopus.
Yeah, an octopus is
But
cool.
Smart.
I mean, imagine.
Yeah, dolphin.
They
How
have
is it?
multiple.
Okay.
They have
Okay.
multiple hearts. They
Yeah,
have multiple
dolphins
brains.
are too smart.
Also,
Dolphins
like,
are the.
Either I would either want to be a dolphin
I would
or
be
a whale.
beluga dolphin. I like
Either a whale.
Whale.
Okay, so if I just wanted to enjoy myself,
Awesome.
I would be a whale or a
I'd be a
dolphin of
dolphin
some
to
sort.
enjoy.
Yeah.
Right? So
water.
fun.
There's
So
water.
fun.
It's a water
But
animal.
but the reason I say squid is because that's like more curious to me. Because a squid is like it's like a completely different
But
kind
are
of
they
sensory
smart?
system, huh?
Are they smart?
They're very smart.
Yeah.
The cuttlefish can like talk with the changing the colors of their skin.
Oh wow.
And it's like
Yeah, cuttlefish are so
Amazing.
cool.
yeah.
Dude, I think that so the water creatures in our ocean,
But
they're
cuttlefish are deeper.
we know less about the ocean than we do about many, many things.
I know.
And
What's
the
up,
ocean
Ryan?
animals have been around longer than us.
And we came from
Life
the
started
ocean.
in the water,
Yeah.
exactly. So,
Victoria wants to be
I
a
think
lemon
that
whale.
I think
Wow.
the dolphins are more advanced
Lemon
because they live in more harmony with the world, and they still
really do.
they
They
have
are
amazing
supposed to be
hunting
like-
strategies.
All right,
they have
Yang Fu.
sex, they just like they bang like we do. We just like
You're right.
fun-
That's
they
it. That
have
is
fun
what I
having
do.
sex. They also rape.
I called it. I never called it yang fu though.
They are the smart
Dolphins.
animals.
Oh
they rape each
yeah,
other all the time.
yeah.
And humans.
It's bad.
They rape humans.
Oh, I know they.
And
What?
humans rape dolphins.
Well, we murder them, but not rape.
That's
What?
worse than rape.
I'm sure there's somebody.
Dolphins rape humans?
How?
When? How? How do you?
Dolphins come and rapes you?
I've
What?
heard
Did it
stories.
happen to you?
No. I've never been raped by a dolphin. I'm just putting this on record.
Wait, is Harvey a dolphin?
What?
God.
Well,
Let's name the next dolphin at SeaWorld.
Harvey.
Harvey Wanda.
Oh my god, guys.
this guy's blushing watching.
What?
You're blushing. Sorry.
Harvey Weinstein.
Sorry.
Fuck.
That
Sorry.
is funny.
Leave me out. I gotta
love
clean
it.
up my sailor mouth.
You're making me
This
laugh.
gang gang
You're
hang
making
is
me
a little
laugh.
inappropriate.
Hey,
guys.
Gonzo says. Gonzo says.
Yeah, that wasn't appropriate for the end gang.
What does he say?
No,
Gonzo
we're talking-
says-
No more talking about dolphins.
There has been a few reported cases of dolphin human rapes.
Wow.
No.
Holy shit. Wow,
What?
okay. Interesting.
Thank you.
Let's shelve this topic for another time.
So they are Harvey Weinstein.
On the live stream.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm like,
That's what we're not
dolphin
doing.
culture feels a lot like human culture.
Yeah.
But I love
And wait,
it, though.
but they don't fuck with their environment like we do.
Yeah.
Right?
Like they're
That's true.
sustainable as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
like dolphins.
I
People
think
are like dolphins.
I think it's because they don't have this opposable thumbs.
Yeah, they weren't able to create all this
Right.
useless shit.
I think
Not useless,
you know what I think is like
very utilitarian.
somebody told me that
the fruit snacks.
I'll grab more, guys. There's
He
more.
said there's lots.
what if dolphins are every bit as smart as human beings, but they don't have the thumbs to do things.
Yeah, what if they could come
Oh
onto
my
land
god.
and we could understand each other's language? They would be able. I bet they'd be able to learn
Life
our
is
stuff.
good.
Yeah.
What did you say?
What?
What?
If dolphins could come onto land and we could like talk each other's language, or we could go into the ocean or something,
Uh-huh.
I think we'd be able to like live. They'd be as smart as us.
Can I tell you guys a story about a woman that I met
Dolphins.
who said that she's a dolphin healer
Okay.
and she has a whole practice around it?
Whoa.
What happened? What?
I almost fell over.
You
Nope,
don't-
But you
I'm good.
did. Paddling. You
That's
got
right.
I don't know how
was
you
in touch
just
with
fall
the
over
force.
there.
You
That
were
was
touching
crazy.
the floor.
For the nature, like.
Dude, he was getting so excited. All these
That was
fruits snacks.
my
Oh my god.
Oh, thank you.
Not letting you fall.
Appreciate it.
See?
Mm.
That's awesome.
You did an energy catch?
Yes.
Wow,
Energy
powerful.
And I was like focused over here.
Oh my god. All for that.
You
That
like-
was amazing.
I caught that whole thing.
Can we go back and watch this later?
Yeah, actually we can. I was telling Faye, like, you know how like back in the day there's no cameras or so they didn't know how they looked, so they have to look in a bowl of water.
Oh wow.
And then
Before mirrors.
like these witches or these sorceresses would have these crystal balls where like you can actually see a different place or like see the past. And but only kings had
Were
access
they
to
on
that.
mushrooms at the time?
I don't know, magic, hallucinations, or just myths. But every one of us has something like that, like in our phones. So we actually are living in a.
Is it our Instagram?
It's our Instagrams.
Dude, we're partially cyborg, witch, wizard people.
Yeah, we are pretty fucking wizards. But I think it has a lot to do with our opposable thumbs because
But in our case, I think the Oz.
And the size of our.
Who do you think Oz would be in our case if Instagram was our like mirror that we looked in? Who would be the Oz guy? Like who's behind
Wait, what?
everything?
Oz in the Yang Gang, you mean?
No, like
What?
behind
The world?
Grand wizard.
the hand. Yeah, the hand. I think it would be. Mark.
Mark?
It'd be Mark.
Who?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, he would be Oz.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, right, because of all the technology. He's he'd be in Oz, I think.
We were thinking you saw these fruit snacks and you're just like blown away.
Oh, you were recording? Oh, wait, no, that's.
You actually said. That's awesome.
I'm glad this can be.
This is entertaining, right?
Forever.
Yeah, forever.
That's
Wow.
when I saw the fruits.
This is gonna be trippy. This is gonna be trippy for these people watching.
Yeah.
It's like which instance of this reality are we participating in? Oh my gosh.
We can surf multiple waves at once.
Fractals,
I'm getting
dudes,
nervous.
fractals.
You guys have been so much fun.
Dude, frack.
You gotta go?
Yeah.
Oh, what? We're just gonna go.
Coming out.
I gotta be up early and organizing all my canvassers because tomorrow is Saturday
What
canvassing
up?
day.
What's that? Is that Macaulay? Was that Ted?
Ted.
What's up? We're still live streaming.
Yeah, dude, come say hi.
Can I give you a hug? Is that?
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be a star.
Bye guys.
All right,
Thank you for
bye,
coming out.
Anna.
Oh.
We were just about to go bowling. Karaoke.
Bowling.
You want to go bowling?
I gotta be up
Bye.
at 8:02. It's already 10.
Yep.
Ya son las 10.
But
Nice
it's
meeting you.
Friday.
Bye, Gonzo. Bye.
I think I'll end the stream.
Come
too.
back.
Fairly,
Bye, y'all.
fairly well.
Storm.
Oh, I corrected
What
back.
is your storm?
Jedi Master.
What's your? What is my Padawan? What is your second name? Storm.
Storm Cloud Stewart.
Were you born when there was a storm cloud? Why did your
So,
parents
yeah,
name
July
that?
14, 1997 in Minneapolis, Minnesota, there was a big summer storm.
Oh my God. I
Wow.
love your parents. Storm cloud. Woo. great.
Some call them hippies.
Them hippies, man, they
Hold
create
on,
some
hold
awesome
on.
shit. Like Macintosh.
Yeah, most of yeah.
Steve
yeah.
Jobs was a hippie.
He
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
was.
And
Yeah.
hippies have turned into hipsters, and that's
He wrote about dropping acid.
Right?
You know.
yeah, he did.
Well,
Yeah.
are we ending the stream? Oh.
Yes.
I'm leaving without my
Fun
fact.
jacket, without my gloves.